So wait, hold on. These take 12 ingots per minute, and we have 6 of them. And these produce 15 per minute, and we have 6 of them. That's not a huge difference, but yeah. That's a difference about 18, which means I could add like 2 more of these, and we'd be good. Also, if these belts were faster... Oh, hey, are those slow? They might be. Not anymore. Well, I know what I'm going to do. When in doubt, add more production. And I'm going to do the fancy smart splitter trick for that. So I'm going to have 3 new crafters here. I should have a blueprint for that. Yes, we do. Oh, yeah, this was the inline design, wasn't it? Yeah, so this is input, and that is output. Yeah, I'm just going to smack it down here. I have an idea. So then I'm going to have a merger here. And then we will have 2 smart splitters. One here. Shit, there's no space for one here. Well, that's annoying. We can make space for it here, though, I think. I'll just dismantle these real quick. And add the smart splitter here. It's going to be very tight. Merger ahead of that. Can this work? Is it too tight? I think it might just barely work. Okay, and then you overflow to the left. Overflow to the right. Can I get you to play nice? Yes. And yes. And then you. You. And so all of that overflow is now going to come into here. We're just going to merge it onto this belt. And this is a little silly because I'm going to loop it around, but fuck it. I can't be bothered to fix my blueprint. There we go. That's all of the excess going through. Now these shouldn't really run non-stop, but they are. I don't know why. As far as my calculations go, I guess there's just a backlog of stuff back here. So these will drain now in a little bit. It just takes a while. It feels to me like we're getting more out of this than we should. I think these are starting to drain out. Well, what production is there is now as good as it's gonna get. Until we get the Mark III miners going. How are we doing up here? Wire is moving. Stuff is getting made. Good. How are we doing on those turbo motors? Do I have 50? Which is what I need. I want to redesign this whole thing just to have proper stairs and access. I think it should. We do! 50 turbo motors. And with that, we should have particle enrichment pretty much in the bag. Might need to wait for a little bit more quick wire. Yeah, we need like 250 more quick wire, and I have enough. Boom!
Milestone reached. Project part number 9, nuclear pasta, can be created in the particle accelerator. The accelerator has vast and fluctuating power demands, depending on the recipe, so will need careful integration with your factory. Fix-It does not waste, so nuclear waste can be refined by the particle accelerator into plutonium for reuse in the nuclear power plant. Fun fact. Fix-It psychologists suggest factory designs reflect the minds of their creators in unexpected ways. On an unrelated note, your infrastructural choices have been interesting.
Okay, so nitric acid is made from nitrogen gas, water, and iron. Okay, that's not bad. And then that gets used to make non-fissile uranium. Oh, so that also takes silica. Okay. Nitric acid, sulfuric acid. That's a pain in the ass. Sulfuric acid is kind of what we're struggling with right now. And then that can make non-fissile uranium and water. And non-fissile uranium can be mixed with uranium waste to make plutonium pellets. And those are encased in concrete to make encased plutonium cells. Right. And then those need to be made into fuel rods by combining with steel and electromagnetic rods and heat sinks. $150,000 megajoules compared to... Okay, so they're twice as energy rich. But the process is a fucking mess. Okay, so... what else is there? Hold on. Oh yeah, this alien power augmenter. We don't have the Sommersloops. I don't think we'll ever have them. Yeah, this takes up a lot of stuff. which we don't really have in great quantities, but it's something. Might consume up to 1500 megawatts. Okay, I see. And all of those materials that we looked at now need to be made. So hold on, we need to make the nitric acid in a blender. And that's already a bitch of a process. We can probably make that up north where the nitrogen gas is and have another drone delivering it pre-packaged. Just with the fluid tank. So that's standard stuff. And then we unpackage it. Wait, no. Oh, it just looks weird. It doesn't use the same bottle design. But okay, it's the same empty fluid tanks. And then we can unpackage it somewhere. And that somewhere is gonna have to be near the uranium waste. We can leach some the necessary silica. So that's not bad. That's okay. And then nitric acid is unpackaged, and sulfuric acid is a problem. Sulfuric acid is a major problem. We'll need some way to get sulfuric acid somewhere near the nuclear power plant. And this might just be a matter of making a really long and stupid belt, which I'm not very happy with. But that might be the only way. I'll go review the situation. We have to wait anyway because we need to get a bunch of the turbo motors so we can make the upgrade miners and then do the overhaul of all resource extraction all over again and then figure out what we do. So, okay. Sulfur. There's a sulfur mine here, actually, which is already feeding into here. And that's pure. So once we get that to Mark III, get a big-ass belt out of it. We already have a belt bringing it to here, actually. It's what we use to make the enriched fuel for the coal plant. So the sulfur is here. And water is here. We should still have space left to make some water extractors down there. So we can make sulfuric acid here. We're going to need to overhaul that belt and upgrade the miner. I think that might still be a Mark I miner. Never really got around to upgrading that. Actually, there's a lake here. There, we can actually just make it there. So the sulfuric acid could be made there and then brought in. Because all the fuels materials down there under the waterfall. I'm tempted to try and make a super sneaky factory down there by glitching one of the lifts up through the bottom of that lake. That would be really cool. Not intended, but really cool. It would be like our super secret nuclear base. Okay, that can work. So that's fine. But then we also need nitric acid. Well, we can make iron plates. No, we actually just unlocked a way to make it out of the steel Is it any better? 3 ingots to make 2 plates. And then that takes an iron... 2 ingots to make 3. Wait, I have to do math. Math no good. So I'm using this recipe here. Alternate steel cast plate. Which makes... No, I'm not. I'm not using that. I'm using the alternate solid steel ingot, which takes 2 iron ingots to make 3 steel ingots. So that's 1.5 iron ingots per steel. I don't know if this makes any sense. It's 2.5 ingots to make 3 plates. Well, normally it's 3 ingots to make 2 plates, so it is better, actually. And it has a way faster production rate. So, okay. We could have, like, 1 foundry pumping out iron plate, which we can then use to make nitric acid. I don't think we even need that much, so it would actually saturate pretty quickly. I think that's gonna work. That's gonna be our solution here, is just to get that running. Okay. That's clear. So then we can produce the nitric acid in the lake. No, the nitric acid needs to come in via drone. And then silica needs to be brought in. That's close by and in ample supply. Nitric acid via drone. Sulfuric acid made on the spot, because we have a good source of sulfur here. We have a good source of uranium waste. We got plenty of that. And then that gives us non-fissile uranium. Yeah. And that we then use with more waste to make plutonium pellets. And then those are encased in concrete. And that's what we already have here, don't we, kinda? Yeah, we make industrial beams here, but we also make the fuel pellets down here. So it's the same process for this, for these. We just have to duplicate this factory for those. How are we doing? That's full. And I'm guessing we should have excess nuclear fuel as well. Right? We have rods, we have those. Uranium fuel rods are going up, and they are backing up, so there is excess. Do we have a box for them? I don't think so. No. There's currently nothing preventing us from doubling this up. Because if that production line runs at full rate, we can double up the production of nuclear fuel. I just need to go get some supercomputers from the base. Let's do that real quick. Because we're going to start adding a bunch of stuff. So let's stick in a second nuclear reactor. And then we'll need to figure out the whole enrichment process. I would imagine there's going to be some iron up here somewhere. Because if there's even a small amount of iron up there, I'm just going to make it on the spot there. Okay. I'm gonna need a bunch of stuff from here. Hi, drinky drink. Bounce. I'll grab some heavy frames. Good thing we now have those stockpiled. They're going out, but not with speed. Good. And super duper computers should be around here. Also in ample supply. Yes. Good. We have everything. Alright, let's go and make our second nuclear power plant then. We've been kind of pushing this power grid to pretty close to its like breaking point already, so this is a good thing to kind of give us more cushion. And if I can track down 10 of those summer sloops, then we could build this alien power multiplier thing. Don't really know what it does, but I'm gonna go for a hunt for those summer sloops anyway at some point. So that's alright. Womp. Hello, I am here to make more nuclear power. How large are you? You need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks of space. Plus, I guess 1 extra here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and for good measure, let's put a 7. Why is there ladders? I can go up to the cooling tower? What's up there? Why would I want to go there? For the view? I am here. Appropriately, no radiation here. Oh yeah, it needs water too. Do I have enough water coming in? 240 per minute. I have to check. There should be enough, right? I hope so. So the outputs is going to go to our mystery shed, which is here. Why is that all wonky-dunk? Is this wonky-dunk? No, this looks straight. Ah, because this is wonky-dunk. I see. Invalid conveyor belt shape. What do you mean? What? Why would that be invalid? Screw it. Fuck. Oh, because that's a little crooked. Oh, so because we can fit into the... Oh, yeah, I see. It needs to align with the thing. Okay. Well, we're going to pretend that this also isn't here. I mean, nobody's gonna see it anyway. It's fine. Okay. Okay, since we have this, I can just reuse it to... This is for environmental protection. No, we will not answer questions. Okay. And actually, I'm just going to bring the water pipe along right here. And then the fuel. Also, this needs to be connected to a power grid. That'd be a pretty good idea. And then finally, the fuel. Crap. Almost made a mistake. And there we go. That shows consumption briefly going over capacity. Odd. How are we doing for water? Should be okay. With that, we should be having more power. Yep, we have escaped. Theoretical max consumption is still higher, but I don't know how or why. Anyway, we should be good. Eventually, this will start outputting something. It's fine. It's good for you to have some uranium waste from time to time. I'm just concerned about the fuel production not keeping up. That's my primary concern here, because if that runs out, this whole thing's going to go tits up very quickly. You saw nothing. Nothing at all. Oh god, that puts it in the background. That's awful. That's completely unreadable. Let's do it like this. This can be... There. Live, laugh, love. With your radioactive waste. Okay, this should have enough material that I can slightly overclock it. Just to make sure that we are able to keep up with production needs. So if this produces 0.5 per minute and we're consuming 0.4, so we should have a slow excess buildup of nuclear fuel. I'm gonna put a box here to catch that excess. If it ever accumulates. We hope it'll start to accumulate. That'd be great. That'd be really good. How much water are we getting into here? We're consuming 2 times 240. These are producing 2 times 120. So we need to double this. This is not enough water. That should make sure we have enough. You should now have about, what, 480? Flow rate going through you soon. Still just seeing 220. There we go. Now they're coming online. 480. It's not quite stable, but yeah, now we should have enough water to run both reactors full power. Excellent. I think we can head back to base. We should have enough turbo motors now to start overhauling all the miners, all the, like, basic ore sites. Oh Christ, I just realized there's a lot to do. There's so much to do when it comes to those things. But I think we have to kind of just push through it. Like, I can skimp away with a bunch of, like, smaller builds, doing piecemeal upgrades, but I kind of want to just do a big fuck you upgrade where I just do a ton of stuff at once. Let's go see what's up. There's the copper sites that need to upgrade. There's the iron sites. I think these are going to be the first ones we do. Just to make sure, like, we're producing all the base materials that we need. I think also just go over all of the current recipe. Like, what are we making and what do we actually need more of? What's slow? Computers are slow. Cool. Why are computers slow? Well, let's see. Quickwire. We just did a small upgrade to the Quickwire factory, but I think a complete rebuild could be in order. Because we have a No! No! Abort! Abort! There's no abort. I accidentally stepped into the tube. But yeah, we could completely overhaul the Quickwire to get a ton more out of that. We could completely overhaul the iron build, which would give us a ton of more stuff from there. Oh, that thing looks cool. I like it. Back. So, turbo motors, gimme. If I want to build these things, let's say I want to make 12 of these. I'll need more portable miners. Well, let's get started with those. Those are easy. Except you dismantled the old ones, so actually we might not need a ton of these. Let's make a few. I think we might have some turbo motors here as well. Yeah, we do. Cool, cool. Okay, then we head up. I mean, the good thing here is that a lot of the stuff we make, we're starting to saturate the boxes of the more advanced materials, so we don't actually need as much of them. So the raw material consumption is kind of slowing down. The screw situation still is kind of messed up. And I think it's just a matter of not getting enough iron rods out here. No, we have enough rods, just not enough production, so... Actually... Pocket! Make more! Which way are you running? That's the output side. This is the input side. Yeah. Yep, so we add a splitter. How? On well, yeah. Inputty there. No, not rods. You're getting rods, you're making screws. Get to work. Damn you. And then the output is all gonna get merged into over there. Ah. And into there. If this ain't enough screws, I don't know what is. God damn it. Next we're gonna run out of rods again, but hey, it's a step closer. Okay. Computers are low on circuit boards. I think circuit boards are made over there, so we gotta go check on that build at some point. I need a bunch of these. Supercomputers. And those turbo motors. Fully saturated belts. I love seeing that. They're slow to make, but they are being made, so that's all that I care about right now. And finally, there was the supercomputer situation, which I think is 2 floors down. I need like a floor map here to keep track of everything. There. And those I think are saturated as well. So no, we got space for more, but here we go. So I have everything I need to make Mark III miners now. We can start doing upgrades. Oh, I'm completely out of fuel. There we go. What are we out of? Oh, we are out of ACUs again. Okay. ACUs are coming out of the wall, but they're not really going into the wall because of shortages. Here they come, very slowly. Let's go check. I think it's just the matter of fact that there's just shortage of motors, I guess. Really should put ladders here. Confirm. Yep, motors. Which means we're short of stators, which means more steel and more copper. Well, how is the stator production going? Running pretty smooth. I mean, it's capacity. We can't really make any more here until we get more resources. So it's all going down to the whole thing about, okay, we need tier 5 belts of every resource coming in. Full speed, full power. So just massive, massive overhauls of everything. What was the situation? I think that's probably down to Caterium shortage is why we're not having... Oh yeah, these are also making screws. Everything's making screws. We have so many screws going out, god damn it. Is it still not enough? It has to be. I can't move them any faster. Yeah, I think we're having enough screws now. 600 per minute! Well, no wonder. The fastest belt can only carry 780. $600 screws per minute. Okay, there's no way to reach that. Let's just be real here. I'm gonna remove two of these because this is pointless. 480 times 2. We cannot even make that. But we have the output multipliers here to help, so... But yeah, they don't need to run that fast. There's just no point. Okay. Well, we're doing everything we can. Let's check on the computer situation, so... That would be over here, I believes. Cable, cable, cable. You guys are making high-speed connectors. Oh yeah, because down here is a separate build just making computers. What's the situation of the circuit boards? This has its own dedicated... No, it doesn't. It's making circuit boards here. And it's just not making enough of them. But there's no space to make more of them. So we would need to have like a secondary build on the side to make more. Oh, I don't like that. And these are already super speed as well. They're doubled up. Also, copper sheet's not coming in very quickly. I think that's just a situation of this build here being out of whack. Everything's unbalanced and everything's out of everything. I'm tempted to start an all-new factory now that we have all the production lines running. And just start dismantling the old one piece by piece. Make a new wall, better. A better wall. a better plan for everything and just build like a huge slab of concrete over the world, like this big crater here, and fill it with factory. And just all the iron, all the copper, all the silica, all the materials, all get belted into there. All prefab materials. Now that we have, I think we have most of the tech tree open, I would be able to like pre-plan ahead construction for everything. Oh, this would be a massive undertaking though. But it would allow me to clear out all the mistakes, all the messes, and just have a really clean new build. Here comes plastic. I guess batteries are full because they're not moving. Okay. I was concerned about them for nothing. Quick wire build now seems to be consuming all that it can. But the problem is, it's not enough. Well, I guess this is our first target for overhaul then. Drain this out. This is the old style storage unit anyway. Let's get rid of that so we can clear out space. And I think the quick wire is going to be the first thing we rebuild. It's going to be the first major overhaul step. Because it's easiest, it's simplest, doesn't take any other inputs. What does this upgrade do? So, power chart goes up from 15 megawatts to 45. It doesn't allow replacement directly. Surface too uneven, invalid placement. What? That had remanifested itself. That I cleared that explosive way before. What the dick? I was wondering what the hell was that about. Okay. Let's try that again then. What the fuck? How much do you produce? This is a pure vein. That gives us 480 deuterium ore. And it's already messed up. So I have to rotate it away. It's okay, actually. Like, that's not a bad idea anyway. So 480, and we could double it, in theory. Well, that's pretty good. So yeah, next order of business is to extend this out. Actually dismantle the whole thing, 'cause I think these are off kilter. That's the alignment it should be having. So this whole thing needs to be torn down. From the smelters. I'll wait for this stuff to drain out first. It's going to take a while. So I can clear these out without having to worry. This is full, so it's going to be a while, but I'm going to let this drain. Because there's nothing filling it up anymore. I'm going to let it run. Just, I can do other stuff while that's happening. I want to build something new rather than deal with the old, so I'm going to go take a look. At... the hydrogen gas site. If there's iron near there, I can make the nitric acid now. And that would be our first step towards refined nuclear fuels. I know there's iron here, but that's a bit far away. If there was even a small iron vein up here somewhere, I could use that. If not, I'm just going to take it from here and belt it in. Just a sneaky belt right through there. Sneaky peeky. I'm really hoping to start seeing some nuclear fuel accumulating here so we know we have excess, because I'm concerned that this is going to run dry and the factory's going to die if it does. I don't really have any kind of contingency for the case where the factory just runs out of power. I'd probably just start segmenting the power grid and making smaller local power units just to get through it. There's a whole bunch of map here I haven't really explored at all. I'll need to look into it at some point. What's the situation with thermal propulsion rockets? If we're making we're making everything. We could just start making these for the next checkpoint, but we can actually make these too. We are very close to actually making both of these. That will be next stream. I want to start preparing for the... Oh no, because that requires the... Yeah, the power issue. Particle accelerator. It needs to run at the particle accelerator, so we're going to need a ton more power. And that was the issue. Because that put out, like, what, 2,500 kilowatts? And a single particle accelerator can consume, like, 1,500. So, yeah. I don't know, maybe I won't start making the new base until Phase 5, and we'll look at it if we need it there, but I'm gonna look at the situation elsewhere first. I do not look forward to the day when I have to rebuild all of this. But it'll come one day. a feeling there's not going to be any iron around here. But it is kind of virgin land, so even if it doesn't, we can just make a sneaky belt somewhere. And it'll be fine. Alright. No. Iron! Ping, ping, ping. There is iron everywhere. Pure. Okay, so no problem whatsoever. We can just do a belt around here, bring it in, and have our nitric acid done. That's easy then. So we have tons of nitrogen gas here. We can even increase production if we are so inclined. One 170 and nitric acid was made in a blender. So I'm just going to build a site over the sea back here where we'll start making that, because this is where we get the nitric acid from. Nitric acid, nitrogen gas, almost the same thing. Here we'll have, let's make 2 blenders of the stuff maybe, I don't know. Is 2 enough? I hope so. Let's see, I'm going to pre-build them here. I'm running out of computers, by the way. I gotta go get some more. I'm missing aluminum casings. Okay, well, we're not making them yet. We have to go back to base and get them. But we will need a small smelter for the iron here. So I'll just prefab a site for that. That's more than enough. Ugh. Here we go. And these we will use to make iron ingots. Once we get the iron ore here. And those will need to be made into iron plates. Which annoyingly this is oriented wrong for. Actually, you know what? I'll build it off to the side here. Belt's gonna come over there. Actually, I might just loop it over this whole thing. And then... like so. Yeah, these don't really work in the orientation I have them in, but I don't care right now. I'm just gonna do it anyway. So, remove that. these will make iron plates for us. Is this balanced? Nope. Does it have to be? I don't think so, because I think the recipe is pretty lenient. So I think this will be perfectly fine. There you go. So now we just got to bring in the iron ore from around there somewhere. I think we'll do it next time. I'm done. There's a ton of iron here. 3 pure veins. I don't know what temp means. I still don't. I still have no idea what those are, but yeah, there's a shit ton of iron here. So I'm just gonna bring it in some way. It doesn't really matter. Sure, it can be a tier 6 belt. I don't mind. I'm gonna go run the belt to the end, and then I'm gonna wrap it up for the night. So, if you're expecting to see something exciting, no. You're gonna see me make belts for the rest of the stream. So feel free to go and do something better with your life if you're watching this stream or YouTube or whatever. Oh, piss off. I'm gonna run out of ammo. Almost completely out of ammo. I'm sure it'll be fine. How many creatures can you fit in this space? I hate that I'm doing naked belts again, but this is... I'm going to tell myself this is only for the iron ore and nothing else. And it's hidden away from sight. Nobody's going to know. Oh yeah, we don't want to go through there. That's not the right way. Straight south, please. I think we'll go up that hill. Ah! Christ, I hate these creatures so much. Because unlike Factorio, where they actually challenge you from building your factory, here they're just kind of a nuisance when you're trying to expand it into new areas. It's like kind of similar, but then also like completely different as a concept. What the creatures do in each game. Supremely annoying creatures. Ding ding. Straight east. Are they up on this hill? Or down below? down below. Good, okay. Good thing I checked. I was about to start climbing the belt up the hill. Completely out of ammunition. So these are pure. So I don't actually need even a tier 3 miner. I'm just going to put one of the tier 2s here. But yeah, I gotta get power here somewhere. This is not in my power grid, but it's not far off from it, though. My power grid reaches far and wide nowadays. Actually, yeah, very... Power grid's not very far indeed. I think these are still connected. Yep, here he goes. Okay. So that should get us iron. Show me the ore. There comes the ore. So this will get us smelting. This will get us moving forward. So we'll have nitric acid ready to go. We have the water around. We have the nitrogen gas. Might need to boost nitrogen gas production further, but we're going to try to survive with this one patch because I don't want to start splitting this production off into multiple sites yet. We might have to, but I don't want to. So I'm hoping to be able to manage with just this. I'll boost production on this one with more modules if I can and need to. No power. What do you mean, no power? Oh, because I hand-built these, I think. No? No, this was the stupid blueprint that's missing the power cables. I need to update the blueprint at some point, but okay, there we go. Iron's coming in, iron plate's coming out. And I can't make the blender until I get the new parts, so... I should go to sleep. But... I really want to get that blender up so I can say that I finished this thing, so... One moment. I have everything. I don't need to track that anymore. I think I'll just put some of the aluminum casings into a magic box as well. Because now we have buildings that need them, and I don't want to rush to get them every time I need them. I can just grab them straight from the source. Avoid touching the ground for 30 minutes. Well, that's pretty easy if this doesn't count as touching anything. Okay, so the casings are being made here. Not in any great quantity. But I'm gonna freaking snatch some up anyway. They're actually super slow. I wonder what that's about. There's no material shortage, it's just that the production is kind of slow-ish. That's a bit of a material shortage. Why is there so little ingot coming through? Not enough scrap coming through, okay. So the scrap is a little bit underwhelming. God damn it, the new run setting that I turned on is a bit wonky and I don't really like it. I'm gonna turn it off. It's not working like I want it to. It's a great idea, but the problem is that if you're doing these little hops, it doesn't always have time to register that you've started running. I'm going to boost these two up a little. And then the alumina solution needs to get boosted up as well. Not really, these are running good. Hold on, we have 3 of them making 120 each, and then it's being consumed at a rate of 360 per minute. Okay, that's actually a match. 360. Yeah, 120 minus 3. Is it 360 each? 360 each? Oh. Oh. Well then, we should be running low on alumina solution, right? This is water. That's also kind of short. Boost them up by 1. Still not going to be optimal, I think, but it's better. Okay, let's leave this running for a while. Again, all of these builds could be rebuilt, rebalanced, and rescheduled to work more properly if I wanted to, but that would also mean just tearing every single one of them down completely, and just with the amount of components and effort, I kind of really don't wanna. Not looking forward to it. Okay, now we have some casings coming in, so we can go and build the blender and get our new production line for nitric acid running. And then I think we'll have another drone port situation on our hands. I see problems with that, though. I might instead... I don't like this. Because there's no battery production here. What fuel will the drone use, then? I need to fuel it somehow, and I don't have any fuel here. Because these drones will go back to the main base, and that's where we have the batteries. That's fine. We can run them off the batteries there. But we also need, if we want to move stuff from here to here, we need something better. That's not going to cut it. I don't know. Anyway. Somebody called for 2 blenders. Didn't... Oh, we made an assembler blueprint, not a blender blueprint. Yeah. So yeah, 2 blenders. And I'm out of computers, so I can't make any more either. Nitric acid. Nitrogen, water, plate. Oh, this part's easy. As for this stuff, I should get this iron plate. Rockin' and rollin'. Nitrogen gas, and now all we need is water. Which once again, weirdly annoying to get in here. It's just kind of weird how annoying this has been. This needs some water, and I can just pump water from back here. Because I don't think they even need that much of it. 30 per minute, so a single pump is plenty. The pump. Hook you up to power. Hook you up to power. And done. And these things should start producing gas. Not seeing water. I should start seeing it soon. Here he comes. Nitric acid. Not the fastest production line, but it's something. So we're stockpiling that now. I'll need to figure out how to transport it. Train? Drone? Okay, one last check. What fuels can I give the drone? Please be something reasonable. I don't think it is. Rocket fuel, turbo fuel, batteries. None of these options are good. I don't like any of these options. These are bad options. Very bad. The alternative is that I have the drone, ship it to the main base, and then belt it from the main base to the nuclear facility. Because then I don't have to worry about the drone battery power issue. I'll have to think about it. That's it. That's enough for the night. I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm going to go to bed. And we'll be continuing from here some other time. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.